So our first question, write down my main agricultural tribes and their associated features with special reference to whittlesey. And so these regions of the world map provide to you. So write down agricultural tribes mainly given by whittlesey and its some features. Okay, you can give, and you can show it's world on the world map provide you. So first answer, the first scientific attempt for the demarcation of agriculture system was made by D. Whittlesey in his paper Major Agricultural Regions of Earth, published in 1936. So here the D. Whittlesey in his paper Major Agricultural Regions of Earth. So paper's name is Major Agricultural Regions of Earth, published in 1936. Basis of classification. So what are the bases of Whittlesey's classification? Mainly the crop and livestock association, the methods used to grow crops and livestock, the intensity of applications of labor, capital, and the yield per hectare. So the crop and livestock association, all are the important best for this classification. The crop and livestock association, the methods used to grow crops and livestock, the intensity of applications of labor, capital, and the yield per hectare, the disposal of products for consumption, the structure and houses of family of operation. So important base, please remember the disposal of products of consumption, how much consumption, and structure of the houses and farming operation, and crop and livestock association, methods used to grow crops and livestock, the intensity of labor, application of labor, capital, and yield per hectare. So Whittlesey identified the 13 types of agricultural system. First is nomadic agricultural types. Okay, please remember the Whittlesey identified 13 types of agricultural system: nomadic, hardening, and nomadic hardings, and livestock ranching, shifting cultivation, and others are like rudimentary tillage, intensive subsistence with rice dominance, intensive subsistence tillage without paddy dominance, commercial agriculture, Mediterranean agriculture, please remember the name, and commercial grain farming, commercial livestock and crop farming, subsistence crop and livestock farming, commercial dairy farming, and specialized horticulture. So all are the important characteristics, major features, classification by the Whittlesey. 13 types of agricultural system given by Whittlesey. Nomadic hardening, this is practiced by in the dry land area. Mainly nomadic hardening mainly practiced in the dry land area. This is the simplest form of subsistence. Pastoralism, largely confined to the harsh natural environment. Where climate is extremely harsh. Okay, and this there you can see, and the area is extended from the Sahara to steppes of Mongolia. So here you can see the actual area size in the Sahara to the steppes on Mongolia. So there you can see, and these types of economic activity is characterized by a frequent change of habitation in search of animal fodder, fruits, nuts, roads, trading opportunities. So there you can see opportunity important. So trading opportunity you can see here, fodder, fruits, nuts. Okay, here you can search, you can see, and the migration may even be of seasonal migration, mainly seasonal types of migration. Livestock ranching, high level of ranching has been developing in drier regions, mainly drier regions. There you can see, and of prairies, grassland from the western USA prairie. This there you can see western USA side and western Canada side, central Mexico side, the belt of Venezuela to Argentina. There you can see, and the belt region of South Africa, temperate grassland of Australia, New Zealand. There you can see livestock ranching. Elaborate mechanisms are used for livestock rearing here. Next, our third is shifting cultivation. This is the most primitive form of crop cultivation practiced mainly in hilly and forested area of tropical regions. It is practiced in highland of South America. Where it's practiced? Shifting cultivation. It is mainly practiced in highland area of South America and Africa, India, northeast, Odisha, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, MP. Rice and maize are chief crops, while yarn, sarra, etc. are the root crops. Okay, the variety as well as productivity level is very low in these types of agriculture. And rudimentary tillage, this is also a very primitive form of cultivation involving no use of fertilizer, irrigation practices, pesticides. It differs from shifting cultivation on the basis of prominent fields and more intensive methods of farming. Here we can see. And first of all, third is mainly shifting cultivation. So where we can see it is mainly the most primitive form of crop cultivation practiced mainly in hilly and forested area of tropical region. It is practiced in highland of South America, Africa, India, okay, northeast area, Odisha, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh area, and Madhya Pradesh states. And rice and maize are the chief crops, and while yarns, sarra, etc. are the root crops. The variety as well as productivity level is very low in this region, in these types of agriculture. And rudimentary tillage. Next, rudimentary tillage. This is also very primitive forms of cultivation involving no use of fertilizers, irrigation, pesticides, etc. It differs from shifting cultivation on the basis of permanent yield fields and more intensive methods of farming. Intensive subsistence with rice dominance here. Intensive subsistence 5 is intensive subsistence with rice dominance. This agriculture types is prevalent. So first here rudimentary tillage, then intensive subsistence with the rice dominance. This agriculture types is prevalent in humid regions and practiced in high density of population. Excessive population pressure leads to intensive farming, a very small size of holding. Intensive subsistence tillage without paddy dominance. This types is prevalent in subhumid and subarid region, that is north of Yangtze Valley in China, northwest India. In comparison to paddy dominant area, population pressure is lesser and mechanisms would be better. Next, our commercial agriculture. So these types of agriculture activity occurs in the Southeast Asia, mainly Sri Lanka, West Africa, South and Central USA, and Central America. This is the distinctly tropical cultivation practice where labor intensity is characteristically high, and the main crops include tea, coffee, rubber, cocoa, coconut, and sugarcane. Main crops. All are commercial crops. Commercial agriculture type here. And Mediterranean agriculture. Mediterranean agriculture is famous for the cultivation of citrus fruits, especially viticulture. This agriculture practice takes place in European countries along with western edges of continents, Central California, Central Chile, and Southern South Africa, and southwestern and southeastern Australia. Some cereal farming is also done along with dairying. Now we discuss Mediterranean agriculture. You can see European countries along with western edges. Chile, Central Chile, California, there you can see South Africa, and southeastern Australia, there you can see. Next, commercial grain farming. These types of agriculture operation is undertaken in the Great Plains of North America, Uruguay, Argentina, and the Eurasian Middle East. The population density is very low, so output per unit of land is low, but it is very high per unit of labor, which is a dominant crop. Commercial livestock and crop farming. These types of agriculture is practiced in temperate and dry continental climate of Central European plain. These types of agriculture: commercial livestock, here commercial grain, then commercial livestock, and commercial crop farming. So these types of agriculture is practiced in temperate region and dry continental climate and of Central Asia, Central European plain, and to the east of Ural up to Lake Baikal. These areas are mostly influenced by the westerlies, hence rainfall is very low in summer. Major crops grown like oats, barley, rye, flax, wheat. The population density is very low but very high per unit of labor. Subsistence crop and livestock farming. This agriculture types is notable in Northern European and Russia. There you can see. And here crops are grown on subsistence basis. This area is influenced by westerlies. Commercial dairy farming. This types is practiced on the western shore of France, UK, Ireland, and Great Lake region, and northwestern in the USA, southeastern Australia, and New Zealand. The area receives rainfall throughout the year and produce good quality nursing. These regions are known as the good quality milk products, cheese, butter. Specialized horticulture. Horticulture is well developed in the highly urbanized and industrialized regions of Western Europe, USA. Please remember, horticulture is well developed and highly urbanized and industrialized region of Western Europe, USA, Australia. This is also a capital intensive agriculture type of whose products fetch high values from the city dwellers. So now we discuss all the things for classes classification. So thank you.